When we first had a lockdown at home, the government did the briefing around 4:30, 4:30. My daughter Lisa finished work. She used to immediately get onto FaceTime. Hi, and interpret the news. She watched the news and interpreted, and I understood. I'd ask her, what things meant. It was all well and good reading the subtitles, trying to understand. But I couldn't understand what those English words actually meant. Those long English words, what did they mean? And there was one word, a new word to me, was pandemic. Pandemic. Pandemic was a new word for me. Pandemic.
I used to watch the Scottish news. I used to watch because they provided a BSL interpreter, a signing interpreter at the back. The speaker was at the front and the interpreter was at the back signing. I could understand it so clearly. The information was clear and there was clear access. The interpreter at the back signed a little bit different, but I could follow it. I could follow it easily. I knew what she was signing and I could understand. I watched the interpreter at the back signing the information and it was so clear.
My friends used to text me, my friends, my dear friends. They'd say, I'm going out here, I'm gonna do this and that. And I'd say, no. My daughters told me, you can't. It was really hard, but I wanted to help them. I wanted to help all of them. It was really hard,
but I have to keep going, don't I? I have to keep going. For the first time in my life, I'm depressed. It's not been as bad as some other people, but for the first time, I'm depressed.
I took a mask and went to the bank, and I wanted to say something to sign, but I wrote it down. And I had a mask and the woman had a mask, and I wanted to sign, but I wrote it down and showed her. And the woman in the mask, she spoke to me, but she had a mask on. I couldn't see her mouth, she had a mask on. I said, no, I'm deaf. She wouldn't pull her mask down to allow me to lip read. I certainly wasn't near her, but she wouldn't pull her mask down. And I feel like, giving up with the world.
Top of the list, I miss my family. The kids, maybe they're thinking, does grandma not love me? I really miss the kids, their cuddles, having them close, holding them, their kisses.
my granddaughter got married. We're in the countryside, we stayed in a wee cottage so cozy. We had to be careful, but it was so lovely. But I've come back home, and I just come back home, and I just.
But I have to keep going, don't I? I have to keep going. For the first time in my life, I'm depressed. For the first time in my life, I'm depressed. It's not not been as bad as some people, but for the first time I've been depressed.